This is a story shared on expat forums. My parents secretly use my boyfriend's investment money. How do I deal with the betrayal? I am a Filipina and my boyfriend is European. Have been saving money to invest in land for our future. Since I was still abroad and didn't have a local credit card yet, we trusted my parents to hold the money for us because they also live abroad and don't normally use this card. We invested the money in something that gives us monthly interest. But recently, we found out that my parents had been using the investment money without telling us. They told us that they would pay it back when my dad got his bonus, but he didn't, so he couldn't return the money. He assumed my mom could take out a loan immediately, but the process actually takes 3 months. I only realized something was wrong when I saw my mom's bank account and couldn't understand why the balance was so low. That's when everything came out. They apologized, and my boyfriend forgave them. But I can't. I feel so ashamed and disrespected. This money was meant for our future, and my own family took advantage of it. I want to distance myself from them. But in Filipino culture, family ties are everything. At the same time, I can't just pretend this didn't happen. I always tell them not to spend beyond their means, but they always have debt. They're never financially stable, and they still keep sending money to the Philippines. On top of that, they still owe me 1 million pesos because my mom's family in the Philippines is completely irresponsible and so enormously gold diggers. I don't know if it's just a Filipino toxic family thing, but I'm honestly so angry and exhausted. How do I process this? Has anyone dealt with something similar? Am I wrong for feeling this way? That's the story. Imagine if a family takes advantage of their own daughter. Do you think they are not going to take advantage of you? How many women have you spoken to online where they don't have the decency even to anymore put any effort into any scam? They come out and ask for money directly. I'll tell you why this happens. Because, number one, simp men continue to send money abroad for no particular reason, never intending to go there, just to have someone they can talk to daily on video chat and pretend that they are in a relationship, sending hundreds and thousands of dollars a month to some random girl that is playing him and many other men. That is why the entire game is being ruined for anyone that comes here trying to actually find a relationship online. That is why it is almost impossible to find a decent woman online that's willing to be with you as a foreigner with a large age gap. It does not happen. Do not fool yourself. I promise you, if you go on sites like Pina Heart or whatever else, Christian Filipina, 98 to 99% of them are scammers. Now, this happened to this woman by her own family. Imagine what they would do to you if you are not aware of these videos that I make. It's not to spread hate, it's to make you be aware that all these YouTubers telling you that Filipinos are traditional is full of bullshit. They are not. They just want one thing, money. The larger the age gap, the more real that is. Maritas in Reddit says, cut them off. Screw family. I'm in desperate situation now because of trying to look out and forgive my family for messing up again and again. Prioritize the life you and your boyfriend are building for each other. Never entrust money to family, ever. This Filipino toxic trait is just keeping us destitute. Family will keep abusing us because they feel entitled and think that they'll always get away with everything. Have a formal demand letter about the money they owe you. I can no longer save myself from my own stupidity, but you can still pick things up. This is good advice. Cut them off. If they're family, they have to care about you. Why would you ever care about a family member that does not care about you? Makes no sense. Adept Energy says, this is 100% on you. You had every single piece of information you needed to make an informed decision, but you literally gave people who have proven incapable of not living in debt your nest egg to watch over. That was fatal. They had already burned you before. You genuinely have no excuse. Your boyfriend is way more understanding than I am. I could personally never trust your judgment again and would be gone so fucking fast God himself would blink his eyes repeatedly in astonishment. Quote, marry the girl, marry the family. You are personally responsible for this debt. Your parents just acted how they always do. You led your man into harm's way. People really are the architect of their own destruction. Although harsh, is accurate, factual, and true. The Pooh Bum says, I definitely agree. She failed to protect her boyfriend's money knowing her parents are not good with money and are breadwinners. It's also childish to rely on parents to keep the money for them. If you're old enough to work, old enough to get a boyfriend, you're old enough to figure out where to put the money. She can't put all the blame to her parents. She has to admit it wouldn't happen if she did not let them have it. One more thing, I would not be surprised if this is all part of the plan. If she is part of this whole scam, making it seem as though she had no idea, coming onto Reddit and sharing the story as almost like backup or proof that she had nothing to do with it. Do not ever trust a single word any Filipina tells you. They're all full of shit. If they tell you that the hair is black, make sure it's not white. That's how simple it is. Everything they tell you is a lie. If she says she is 38, check her identification. I promise you she's over 40. If she says that she's at her family, her cousin's house, her sister's house, she's at her boyfriend or husband's house. Do not trust any word. If she says she's working, demand to see a paycheck. Demand to see her at work during her lunch break. All this bullshit online. That's what they do. They lie. They lie about everything. Blue Nutmeg says, please do not take offense to this, but I absolutely hate this mentality. It's almost cultish brainwashing. Basically, family has free reign to destroy lives with no repercussions. And it is not only your culture that has this mentality. You can love your family, but not deal with them on certain things. And you should never accept having family take advantage of you. As for your boyfriend, 1. He was not wise to leave large sums of money to someone who is not immediate family. So that is kind of a hypocritical thing to say, given the first point this man made. But let's continue. He is a better person than most because I would have cut ties with you, both your parents and you. Your parents may have jeopardized your future with your boyfriend. If your boyfriend is willing to stay with you, then explain to your parents that you will be reducing contact and to give your space. Then focus on building a strong relationship with your boyfriend without your family being involved. This type of situation is not uncommon in the Philippines. Oftentimes, whether knowingly or unknowingly because the family ties are so toxic, this kind of thing happens in the Philippines. If you are considering dating, marrying, or being in a relationship with a Filipina, you must consider their family. You must be as distant as possible. Sure, there may be a rare case where family situation is okay, but most of the times it's something like this. Pablo on 35 meter says, in my family, I noticed that none of the family members working abroad ever tell the other family members anything about their financial situation as if it is state secret. I think they learned the hard way. There's always an emergency in the Philippines, and they expect the OFW to support them. And I must admit, it's very difficult to say no when family ends up in hospital and needs some kind of support. But then, when the emergency is over, it is as I assume that the loan is changed into a gift and the happy life starts again. But after a while, you get an elephant skin and you support with nominal amounts and let them sort it out. You and your boyfriend paid the price. You learned the hard way. How most of us learned. Discuss it openly with your boyfriend and make an agreement on you treat emergencies and support and requests for parties. Even going for dinners with family when you visit. Always family tries to shame you into paying. In 35 years, never, ever did anybody invite us for dinner in a nice restaurant because we have money. It is difficult to put a distance between yourself and the family, but you need to do it. Otherwise, your future looks bleak. Just talk to your boyfriend. Make one front to the family. Write off the million. There's no chance you get it back unless you get the title of a piece of land. It is sad, but many Filipinos return home broke and broken. Today's catfish. How do you go from this to this? The best comment from the man who wants to date a Filipina that's married is from More Zuno. Congratulations to that nice Filipino family. They've got themselves a prime white buffalo to milk every day. There is no worse comment. Thanks for watching. God bless.